Alright, hi guys! Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial slash review on all the Younique products that I did my unboxing on the other day that I got in my Younique Presenters Kit. So to start right off, a lot of these products, not a lot, but some of them I had to use some fillers that I use in my regular makeup routine that I used in my last smoky eye tutorial just because I didn't get a full face of products out of the Younique Presenters Kit, but pretty close. So today I'm going to start off with the Professional Primer by Benefit. So I take about this much every time, and I'm just going to put it around my nose, my chin, and on top, and I just kind of rub it all in. It definitely makes me feel like it makes my skin feel a lot smoother than before I put on the primer, so it makes me feel better about foundation application. So what I'm really excited to try out today is my Younique Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. It looks like this. As you can see, there's a little bit of a separation here, but honestly that is so good. That means that most of the products inside of this foundation are natural, and we want that, you know? So it's kind of a dropper, so I'm definitely going to get all of the product that was in the dropper out of it, and then I'm going to mix it up again. For that, I'm just going to throw a little bit on my hand. This is what it looks like. It's very liquidy, so I have to be careful with it. And we're just going to dot this around my face how I would a usual foundation. Here, here, here. This might be a bit yellow for me, but hey, you can always work with foundations that aren't exactly your color. You can always add a little bit of a foundation that's a little bit darker. I know that this foundation is definitely medium coverage, but we can always build it up. I can tell that it's very lightweight on your skin. It's not going to feel like there's a bunch of makeup on you. So I'm just gonna bring a little bit on my neck, put 2 dots on my neck. I feel like this definitely isn't going to be very off from my neck because I'm very pale right now, as you can tell. Oh wow, you can tell I covered up. I mean, you can still see my under eye circles, but you can see the difference after I applied it on there. Oh wow. Okay. I'm gonna go over here. If you hear anyone deep breathing behind me, it is my pup that's laying on my bed, chilling with me. This takes all the redness out from my nose. It did a pretty good job. Ooh. It's very easy to blend. It definitely doesn't feel like I'm putting a lot of product on my face, but it's still maintaining the same coverage as before. Well, then I have to let her out, as you can see. She wants out. You can tell that it's very much so yellow toned as I drop my brush. Yellow toned, where my skin is a bit more pink toned, but that's just me not having the foundation color that suits me as much. But what I noticed with the Younique foundations is they have plenty of shades, whether it's for darker skin tones or lighter skin tones. They have a very good collection of shades, which is obviously something everyone likes. And as you can tell, a lot of my redness is gone, especially underneath my nose and on my cheeks. And you can tell that it doesn't look like it's a bunch of foundation. It definitely looks like my own skin. but I think I'm gonna go in just a little bit more, especially underneath my eyes. I do go in with concealer, but I do really like to build up my foundation around my nose and underneath my eyes so that the concealer can look better. On my nose, put a couple up here, maybe on my chin. Just trying to get rid of what's already on my hand. I put a little bit too much. It's a very easy application. There's no like blending that's really needed just because it really just like melts right into the skin. And I know this foundation is supposed to dry down kind of like to a powder finish, which I really like. I really hate setting foundations and it feels wet underneath the powder. That's literally the worst. So after this, you can tell it literally makes my face look great. And I'm gonna go on to, I do not have a concealer today. So as you know, I usually use the Infallible because this is literally such full coverage. And I'm just gonna get a little bit out because I really don't need much underneath my eyes. And I really do not like to put a ton of concealer because makes the powder look quite odd after. I just put like that much down the side of my nose. Crap. Here we go. Underneath my nose. And that's really all I need right now, maybe a little bit on the top. That's all I need, honestly. I do not need much after that foundation. And then I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender. I'm just gonna very lightly tap it all in. Oh, our faces when we blend. Okay. So after that is all put on my face, you can tell that it definitely has covered everything, even with how lightweight, like I could feel none of it's like coming off, as you can tell. Sorry, I kind of wipe my hands. But after that, I usually have to let it sit for a second so that I'm not putting powder directly over a liquid foundation that feels very wet on my face. But I don't have to with this. It definitely has already dried down and I can go straight in with powder. Oh, and this also is the Fit Me powder by Maybelline. I'm just gonna put a little bit underneath my eyes. Sorry, I can get a little bit closer to you guys. On the sides, I'm running out of this, so I'm gonna get one that's right close to me. And I'm sorry if I'm getting up, grabbing things, and coming and sit back down. I really don't want this video to be annoying or long, but I know for honestly myself, when I'm looking to buy a product and someone's reviewing it, especially on YouTube or something, I do not want them getting up or like cutting out or because I really want to see them completely put it on, you know? So that's all I need for the under eye. I usually just put it on to brighten it up. And it doesn't, like, look at this. There's literally nothing coming off just because it's already dried down to a powder. So after that, I'm gonna use just like a touch bit of a darker powder for the rest of my face. And this is the Infallible Glow Pro powder by L'Oreal. I'm gonna put that everywhere else that I didn't already set. And again, I'm just doing those tapping motions, just like before. I don't know why the lighting is trying to be crazy with me right now. a little bit more on my chin area. And I think we are set, and that really actually matches a lot more than I thought it was going to. Didn't oxidize, didn't clump up weird. Very nice. I like that a lot, actually. I like it a lot. So after that, I'm gonna wipe off my lips a little bit. No one likes foundation-y lips. So after that, I am going to try out the Lip Plumper by Younique. And I had that out right here. It's called Moonstruck Hottie Lip Plumper. As you can see, it looks like this. And I'm just going to put a little bit on my lips. And we'll see how that feels and everything by the time I'm done with my eyeshadow. So you can see it gives you a very pretty pink tint to your lips. But let's see if it does anything. I don't really use lip plumpers a lot because don't really need it. So next, I'm actually going to try something that I have never tried before for any products or any line. So I'm going to try the eye primer here. So just bear with me. I'm not sure. I know how to use it. I know how to apply it. I just have never really used it before. And I can definitely already feel that lip plumper moving around and doing its thing right now. So I am going to just apply this with my fingers. First of all, I'm probably just going to put a little bit on my finger like that. And I'm going to apply it straight to my lid. And just, I think I'm only going to put that much because I'm kind of scared. I've never used this product before. I didn't know that it was very much needed for eye primers. So I'm just going to kind of move this up all the way to my brow. Seen plenty makeup gurus use stuff like this. And we are just going to put it up like this. And after that, it's definitely sticky, but not as sticky as I thought it would be. Like, you can tell that it's sticky, but not as much. Can you focus, please? Wow, I can really feel this lip bumper moving. That's crazy. Oh, it's strong. So after that, I've always seen when I watch people do makeup on YouTube, I've always seen them set the eye primer with the eyeshadow. So I'm gonna do that today. And I'm just gonna take the regular white from my last Too Faced palette that I used. I'm just going to pack it on how I usually would any other eyeshadow. Alright, and I'm going to take the white color, and I'm going to pop it right on top of anywhere I put that primer, so all up my lid, all the way up. Okay, this lip plumper is honestly no joke. As you can tell, I really do think this is working already. I'm gonna do the same with the other eye. Just packing that color in. All the way up. Just so we have no problem blending. Be messy with this. This isn't all the eyeshadow is gonna cover this. Okay. So after we do that, I haven't decided a makeup look that I wanted to do. I kind of just wanted to wing it like any other girl would, like on a regular day. I'm just kind of going to wipe off the excess. This is actually one of the brush that I got in the kit. It's just a regular fluffy blending brush. So after that, as you can tell, my eyes are primed, girl. And so I have a couple things that I am ready to try for the eyes. So I have this Addiction palette, which is neutral tones. And then I have these two cream eyeshadows that I'm really excited to use. If this lighting cooperates with me. So I have the shade Unapologetic, which is a matte red tone. And then I have Extravagant, which is a gold. And I'm so excited to use this. So I think this is also something I've never tried. I've never tried cream shadows on my eyes. I have used a Younique product like this. That's definitely expired by now because I've used it for years. That was a lot lighter than this gold, and I would use it as my highlighter, and it was blinding. So my game plan is that I'm gonna put this all over my lid and then set it with a color and have a transition color other than that. And then I'm gonna use this as my sparkle. So we're gonna start off with the Addiction palette, and I think I'm going to put the color Honorable, which is this gray right here, all over my lid before I set down that, ooh, these shadows are super creamy. And I am going to just put that all over my lid. Not getting any fallout, which is honestly a big thing for me. I hate when fallout falls onto my face because I always do my foundation first. I know there's a lot of girls out there that do their eyeshadow first, but that's a big pet peeve for me when the eyeshadows fall on and then I have to try to fix it. And you girls know that foundation that is trying to be fixed never really looks the same as it originally did. So I really feel like this lighting is going crazy right now. Then I'm going to do the same on the other eye, just really pack it on. Okay. After that, after I have this set very messily on my eyes, I'm going to use my regular blending brush and I'm going to go into the same color Honorable. And I'm just going to work that in my crease. And I find that with a lot of eyeshadows, when you go in with, when you pack it down, it looks great, like the pigment is fine, but then when you go in with a blending brush, then it all just kind of fades away. But this is not the case, as you can tell. It's really holding its ground, and that probably is because of the eye primer that I just used. So I'm going to keep going in, just kind of deepening that crease so that we have a solid base before you put this cream color down. Which I'm kind of nervous to use, but hey. Makeup is about trying things, so as you can tell, kind of smoke that out a little bit. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Just really using those circular motions and working it in to where I want. Kind of bringing it out a bit farther than you would other shadows, because we want this to stick out after we put the deeper color more closer to the outer V in the lid itself. So after that, like I usually do, I'm going to go back to the Peachy palette, and I'm going to use that color that we first set the eye primer with. And as you can tell, it already made that line for me. Like, it didn't transfer much anywhere else, but I'm just going to do it either way because I always do with every makeup look like this. Do it over there. As you can tell, this is, not as you can tell, but like I told you guys last time in the last video, this is kind of my eye that I have trouble with half the time because my dominant hand's over here and I have a hard time just blending and stuff on that eye. And honestly, I never use these tones on my eyes. I usually use warm tones rather than gray tone. But honestly, I am liking how this is looking right now. Okay, so after that, I am going to put down the cream shadow Unapologetic. And I think I'm going to use this brush again, the same one I pat down the gray with. And I am going to go straight in there with a brush. I know you can definitely go in with your fingers, but just because this is my first time, I really want to control it to the area that I want it. I'm trying to get closer to you guys so you can see. Alright, so I'm just gonna, wow, that is pigment, girl. And this definitely doesn't feel as sticky as I thought it would be. Thought it was definitely gonna need to be, I thought it was gonna transfer. Sorry. I thought it was definitely gonna transfer. This is looking good so far, so I'm gonna go in again. Is there a bit sparkle? Oh no, that's just the moisture from the cream shadow. And I think I'm gonna bring this all the way out. Just like so. So we look crazy for a second, but it'll all come together in the end. That's how makeup goes. So I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. As you can see, the pigment is just crazy. I'm loving it. Just work it in. Make sure it's even. Bring it out on the outer V. And cover the whole lid with it. So after that, after we're looking all crazy, we are going to move on. And wow, like that pigment really did surprise me. I didn't think that it was going to be as pigmented as it was, honestly. But it's great to try new things, right? So after that, I am going to cover it, not cover it, but I'm going to set it with this color right here. It's probably the closest color I have to it. And I'm just going to set it. Oh yeah, that works. And I'm just going to set it. Just to ensure that it will blend when we go in with the transition. And this is right about when you're gonna look at yourself and be like, what have I done? I need to be somewhere. And you're gonna be freaking out. But honestly, you just have to trust that just the blending and being patient with it is going to blend it out. So I'm just going to, with a clean brush, go in at the edges and just start blending this out. And try not to get that color to go too far up. Bring it in the crease too. Don't want to abuse the crease. As you can see, that really wasn't that bad to blend. And we are going to wipe off the brush a bit, and then we're going to go back in and blend it out. And this is where you just have to be patient with yourself and just work it in. really use circular motions. I really do think that this lip plumper has done a lot so far. Like, I'm looking at my lips, and girl, whose lips are these? Not mine. Okay. So I have that blended in a couple minutes. Didn't take too long. I'm gonna do the same thing that I always do. There is a bit of fallout that I'm having to push away, make sure that it's not sticking. And then I'm gonna start blending on the other side of my eye. It's really not a challenge, honestly. As you can tell, I'm just working it in that crease. Really working it in. And every time I kind of go in with more color, after I'm done, I take the color off of the brush and I just kind of go back and forth with it so that I'm not spreading the color more outward, because that'll just make it look like a mess on your face. I'm gonna do the same thing that I always do and cut it out, and you guys can tell that that really did blend out. I really do like that, honestly. That was a great color, especially for the fall season. I'm just gonna keep going in a little bit because blending in makeup is the key to having a good look. Literally the key. And sometimes it's also just packing down the color and then going back again and blending out just lightly on the edges here. Here, I'll try to move my mirror so you can see. And just gently working on the edges here. Okay, I think I'm gonna add just a little bit over here because it's looking a little bit lighter than the other eye. I really like this. My first time with cream shadows is a success. And I'm just gonna keep on going in, blending. Just gonna make it. I always try to make sure that the outer V of my eye is a lot darker than the rest, so that I get that like cat-like spread out appearance on my eye. Okay. So after I do that, I definitely can tell, here, let me show you in the light. Definitely can tell that we need some darker colors on the outer corners, because right now it looks very, just very flat across my face. So right now, I'm going to go in with the Addiction palette, and I'm going to go into the shade Cocky right here. So I'm going to use a regular padding brush again. Well, actually, I'm going to use this blender brush, is my favorite to kind of just get into that corner. So I'm just going to go in. Okay, and then we're going to... Oh, wow, did you guys see that? Holy crap. That pigment is no joke. And it literally... Wow, I've never seen a dark brown that went on that freaking easily. I do have a bit of fallout, not a lot, as you can tell, but wow, I am impressed. I'm gonna definitely have to go in and blend that out, but first I'm just gonna go in and on the other eye and just put that dark color in there. Oh my gosh. Have to be careful with this one, guys. Don't want to get that everywhere, you know. Sorry, I'm putting this in front of my eye. Okay, does anyone else get a piece of their eye or a piece of their face that does not let makeup sit on it? ever. This crease over here, like right around here, literally will never, ever take color. Like I have to press it in and then never blend it out. Like I need to press it on. It will not cooperate with me ever. So the thing I do with very dark colors like this, especially because it came out a very dark brown, I need to be careful with bringing it out too far, because this is about as far as I want it to go. I just didn't expect it to be as pigmented as it was, and as pigmented as it is very easy to blend out. Wow. I'm just going to keep doing this with nothing on my brush. Just keep blending, blending. And I'm going to go in with my light shade again. As you can tell, I really do like to cut it. I think it really gives me the look that I want in the end result. I really like how easy these shadows are to blend. Wow. Seriously though, like that looks so great. Wow, I'm so excited. So excited. As you can see, I'm just doing the same windshield wiper motions, circular motions, using it all, trying to make it look effortless and blended as possible. I'm gonna go back in with my light shade. I'm gonna cut it. Cut it. Alright, and then finally I'm just gonna go in with that dark color one more time and just kind of really enhance that outer color. Okay. Over here also. And as you can tell, that is a perfect Halloween look, girl. Sorry I spent so much time on the eyes, but I honestly think that's what people have the most trouble with. Definitely have the most trouble with is the eyes. They really can be tricky. Wow, I'm really happy with this look, especially with these all just being first impressions with products that I haven't used yet. I'm super impressed with how this looks. Who is outside my house? Who knows? Who knows? Who cares? So I think I'm done messing with this dark color here. I really like how it looks. I'm going to show you guys up close. Really liking it. I honestly think that I'd like to put the gold on the bottom, because I'm liking how this orange is just effortlessly going into the darker color as I stutter. So I'm going to take this, and I was planning on just putting it right here, but I'm really liking how this is looking, and I want to put it on the bottom. So I still think I'm going to go in with my finger, and I am just going to, you see how moussey it is? I love touching them. Sorry, I'm weird. So I'm going to go in, and I'm just going to go on the inner corner as like a pop, and then I might go in with a brush just to like smoke it out a bit. But as you can tell, she has pigment, baby. Going in here too. And that was literally like no, like I didn't take anything out of that pot right there. Like hardly looks like I even touched it. That's how much pigment is packed into these little guys. I love them. I love the cream shadows. I've learned something today that I love the cream shadows. So I'm gonna take this and just kind of move it around a little bit. Wow, I love that. So just to make the under eye look a little bit more cohesive with the top, I'm going to grab from the Diction palette. I'm going to grab Honorable, which is that first shade that we used, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner. And I might even use a dark color on my under eye, which is I never do. So I'm going to go in with Khaki. I'm just going to pat it kind of here. And just kind of go into the gold just a little bit to make it look like it's all together. Woo! And we're done with the eyes. Ow, I got something in my eye. So let me show you guys the eyes up close, closer to the light. I love that. So after that, I'm going to go in with my bronzer, which I do not have a bronzer from Younique yet. So I'm just going to go in with my Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I cannot speak today. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to go in, do the same thing that I usually do. I'm not going to bore you guys with some bronzer. I'm pretty sure most girls know how to put this on. Just do it how I usually would. Especially when I'm going around my eyes, especially if I did a very dramatic eye that it goes out. I hate how this isn't focusing right now. I really like to pat it rather than how I'm doing it right now, going in circular motions and dragging, because we do not want to drag that color, especially with how dark that outer corner is. Really want to make sure that it stays right where it is. I honestly might like these shadows, even though I only tried 2 of them, the gray and the dark brown. Even though I've only used them once, I really do like how they made my eyes look, and how they didn't go out further than I like them to, which is, I honestly have a problem with all eyeshadows doing that. It always just travels out further than where I want it to go. God, I'm gonna have to get a camera, honestly. And I'm just gonna put a little bit on my nose so I look fake sun-kissed. Put it on my chin and just give a final layer to my bronzer, because I am looking pale. Well, I am pale. Will it help if I turn one of these off? Oh yeah, that helps. It's not right up in my face. Okay, so after that, I'm going to put on some blush, which I also do not have a Younique product for this, so I'm going to use my favorite blush that I always use. And I'm just going to go in there and give myself a pop of pink on my cheek. And just work that into the bronzer. Okay. Maybe it's this one. We're just gonna experiment. You guys are gonna experiment with me if you a real one. So we are going to go back in how I usually like to cut my bronzer and make sure that there is a very clean line underneath. I don't like to do it like, I used to do it with a very light color, and it used to just kind of negate my whole bronzer, because then it would just make me look so pale. So now I just do it very subtly, like it's not even a bake. It's just a very subtle cut in my bronzer and I immediately wipe it away. I'm happy with that. Okay. After that, we're gonna go on to just doing my brows very quickly. I already went over how I do my brows. I just kind of spoolie through them. I just kind of throw some product in there and know which sort of way I need a mirror. I always try to use the camera as my mirror and never works very well. I just flick it up. I just really like defining underneath more than making my brow shape better, because I really do like my brows and how they naturally are. I just like cutting underneath, make them look more defined. As you can tell, I am not the brow expert. I just kind of throw it on in there wherever I need it. After that, dude, really driving me crazy now. After that, I am so excited. I have a new highlighter that I need to share with you guys. It is called Beachfront Kissed Highlighter by Younique. Here it is. I'm going to open this on up, grab my highlighter brush. This is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I love new highlighters. As you can tell, just a quick, gives you a lot of product. Oh, wow, if it would focus, you'd be able to see, but it's blending the camera. I really do kind of like bringing it down on my cheeks like this, so that when I show you guys the ending, you can definitely see how natural it looks. I also like putting it on my chin, Cupid's bow, and then just a little bit up on my forehead. I feel like it definitely brings it all together. I'm just gonna blend it on in. And then after that, oh, I need to put this on my inner corner. You know, I love me an inner corner. I'm gonna go in under this. Oh, there's a little mirror in here. I love that. And I'm gonna go in here and you can tell that that boy is shining. Wow. Especially for an inner corner highlight, that is nice. I love that. Okay. So I'm gonna show you guys that highlight close up. Okay. So far, so good. I literally don't have a product yet that I don't like, which I'm pretty picky with all my makeup, so it's a plus. So after that, one of the last things that I have to show you guys is the eyeliner pencil from Younique. And I usually do not use pencils on my inner eyelid or my waterline, but I'm going to. So I'm gonna go in here. Usually what I do not like about them is that they don't come off on my waterline, but you can tell this one sure is. Why didn't I find these products sooner? And I'm just working on in there. I kind of even just pull it down, smoke it out a little bit. I love that. As you can see, it definitely shows up. And so, next, I have to, we'll go to eyes first. So, I didn't grab my eye curler. So just going in like how I usually would. Let me grab a mirror and I'll try to use this. Just making sure it's still focused while I'm doing this. As I told you guys, I really enjoy to curl like the entire length of the lash multiple times as I go up. And it really gives me a good look in the end. And I think one of my eyelashes came off into my eye. Oh, no, sure didn't. So I am going to use the waterproof mascara that I got. And I'm gonna grab this, grab a mirror. As you can see, this wand is very fat. And I'm just gonna go in. Okay, right off bat, it has covered my lashes. Definitely pigmented. You know how some you have to like just keep going back and forth, and it's not showing up very well. You will have no problem with this mascara. You can see after one quick coat of each, this is what my lashes look like. And I'm just gonna do one more coat, one for the bottom, and then we're gonna move on to my lips. Okay, but this mascara is going to be my everyday mascara for sure from now on. And I'm so mad because I just nicked my eyeshadow. But it's okay. Oh yeah, I love that. Wow. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm gonna try to like hit that mascara a little bit. Because that makes me mad. Wow. Okay. I am like super happy with how this look turned out right now. So only if the lighting was just a little bit better. Okay, so after that, I'm going to, the lip plumper has kind of not dried down. I mean, it still looks like a lip gloss, but I don't need to wipe it off in order to put on this lip liner that I'm gonna try. And this lip liner is a very mauve-y lip liner. I'm just gonna go straight in. As you can tell, you can see that it's kind of the same color as my lips. It's very creamy though, as you can tell. And I want to try, as you can see, it gave it a very baby pink look. And usually I would just leave the look like this just because I have such a dramatic eye and I wouldn't want to put a lipstick on after this, but I really, really do want to show you guys their lipsticks. So this is a liquid lipstick that will dry down to a matte, and I have the color Stubborn, which is a red, as you can see, which I usually wouldn't put a red with this, but hey, why not? Oh wow, okay, so I really like this already because it's not a very liquidy lipstick, even though it is a liquid lipstick. That sounds stupid, but like, you know, it's a lot easier to control when it's not as liquidy. Oh boy, I went over. Doesn't look too bad with this lip. I really do like how it feels on my lips though. Sorry, I kind of went overboard for a second. I'm gonna use my foundation brush. Just kind of. Oh, so I just moved it. Okay. That was user error. So this is my finished look. As you can see, the liquid lipstick already went on kind of matte. I love it. So this is the final look with the cream shadow on the top and bottom, the highlighter, the eyeliner, the mascara, and the lipstick. I love this look. I'm so glad that this went so well. As you know, I sell Younique products, and I'd really like to offer any of you guys any of these products. If you want to comment, DM me on Facebook. My name's Killian Hilfer, and you can ask me about any of the products that I used in today's video if you want to order it. And thank you guys so much for watching. It really means the world to me. Bye!